Hey friends, today we're going to jump back into Module 4, the continents, what makes the world fascinating. I moved our focusing question over here, if we can zoom in there. This is going to be our focusing questions for Module 4, Lessons 1 through 8. But our content focus question today is, what does a deeper exploration of the words and photographs in Asia reveal? So we're going to look back in this text and think about how the photographs and words help us understand the text even better. So let's jump over to our board right here, and I'm going to sit down. And as a reminder, yesterday we used the text features headings and table of contents to help us understand the book Europe better. Today, again, we're going to use photographs. What are photographs? Well, photographs are real pictures. They help us see what something is really like, and they show us real life, not pretend. So imagine to yourself that you had never, ever seen a tiger before. Never seen a photograph of a tiger, not on TV, not at the zoo. You've never seen a tiger before. And somebody tried to describe it to you. Oh, it's orange with stripes and it has big teeth. Imagine what picture you might have in your mind if you had never seen one before. Well, that's where a photograph would help. A photograph would help because you would be able to see, oh, exactly what the stripes look like. Not like the stripes on my shirt, but like the stripes seen here. You can see that it looks like a big cat. You can see that it's a big animal. You can see that it looks strong. And you really can understand what it looks like because a photograph is real life and not pretend. So this is what our real life tiger looks like. So we're going to do some exploring in our book today with other photographs. We're going to go to the back page where we see the heading, Modern Marvel. And I don't think we really talked about those two words before. What does modern mean? Modern means new, something made now, and it's not from long ago. And marvel is something that when people look at it, they might say, wow. So a modern marvel would be a new wow kind of thing. And that's when we can look at this building and we can look at the words. It says the Burj Khalifa in Asia is the world's tallest building. That's kind of wow. Like there's no other building on the entire earth that's as tall as this building. We know that it's made of steel and concrete and glass. So I can look carefully then at the photograph. Oh, okay. So the glass must be the windows here. And I can see just how much taller it is than all these other buildings. And if you zoom in really close, you can see that there's this big pool here. And I mean, it just looks so impressive. Look at these buildings, look pretty tall. I can see a crane here. And this building, I mean, I can't even imagine how they got materials up that close to build this modern or new wow thing to look at. It's really cool. So again, the words and the photograph help me understand it even better. So I can look at the desert pic. So another photograph in the book Asia, and I can zoom in on it. And it says Asia has deserts. The Gobi Desert is dry, wind blows the sand and makes dunes. And the caption says camels on the Gobi Desert, but there's not a lot of other words here about the desert. So I can use the photograph to really help me think, okay, so it looks like deserts don't have trees. They have these sand dunes. They've got camels. It does look very dry. There is a teensy bit of green plants here, but not much else. So that photograph, when I really thought about what was in it, helps me understand what a desert is. And the same goes for the photograph of Mount Everest. You can see that it's very rocky, it's bumpy, it has some snow on it. And those things are not in the words here. I really had to think about what was in the photograph. And then when I'm thinking about the difference between a sand dune and a mountain, I can compare these two photos. And I can see that the sand dunes are small, they're much smaller, and they're smooth. There's no snow on them. I can see that the mountain is much rockier, with some cliffs and things on it. It's very tall. So again, looking really closely at our photographs in Rebecca Hirsch's book, Asia, it really helps me understand what the Burj Khalifa looks like, and what it's like. It helps me think about what a tiger is really like. It helps me think about what mountains are really like, and even deserts. So we have to really be thinking, friends, when we're reading a book, and not just thinking about the words, but also that text feature, the photographs, to help us. Thank you for tuning in today. See you tomorrow.